good, Damien? No, not too many. It's early. It's out of character. There we go. It's out of character to go live at this hour.
Yeah, nos matamos.
But you know, everybody's. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Everybody's, eating and doing their evening shit or at work. What's good, Cody? DJ Redline, what's good, Mr. Jane, man, I can't pronounce that. The space is not. It was weird as fuck, man. Yo, that was some weird ass shit, man. That's why I wanted to make a video, man, because I don't watch a couple videos, right? And I've been there, Boca Chica. It's like near South Padre Island. Like, it's the middle. It's like ain't shit there. There's nothing out there. Like, it is nothing right there. And, I was down there before they even built the shit. But it's literally nothing around, nothing down there. It's near Mexico. But, yeah, it's just some weird ass shit. John, okay. Just some weird. It was just weird as fuck. It was just the weirdest shit, on today's date, which, is a new moon. And also, it's a new moon. It's also retrograding. It's also solar eclipse. And they did some shit that have to do with energy. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, at all. They did some shit that has to do with some energy, okay? Tesla, SpaceX, they did some shit that got to do with energy. For whatever reason, whatever they're doing, I don't fucking know, but it's weird as fuck. And I don't know, they did that shit for some energy, right? But anyways, and that's in South Texas, and down there, like, it's the Gulf, right? Now they funnel a lot of energy from the Gulf of Mexico up through the United States. That's been creating havoc in the Midwestern states, the mid states, with the wild ass weather and shit. So there's a lot of windmills all in that area where this fucking SpaceX launch was. It really, I'm gonna do another video about it, because there is definitely a jet stream that rolls up through that area, and for them to launch that shit, it was actually pretty damn cloudy. It wasn't a clear day. It didn't make sense to me. And then the shit they said explodes, but I'm like, shit explode. Like, when the shit started doing spirals, man, it was weird as fuck. And then you watch the video, watch some shit, put your shit on 4K, 1080p, and watch it. You could literally see like a fucking warp zone or some shit. Like, it was literally like a warp zone. Like, it looked like what can I say? Like a swirl. It was weird as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What am I looking at? And, they say it's the world's most powerful rocket ever. They're all cheering and shit and clapping their fucking hooves, and the shit didn't go to outer space. And, like, they showed the fisheye lens fucking Earth, and then the shit just spiraled, and next thing you know, it explodes. That's just a weird ass. Anybody think the shit was weird? I mean, that shit was just weird. It really was. But I think it has something to do with some type of energy, man. Something's going on, and we'll see in the coming days. Definitely with the weather. The weather is gonna be some weird ass weather. But if you go watch the video, I'm gonna try to upload it later. like I watched a couple of videos and I seen the same shit. Like it was like a literally looked like a warp time warp or some shit. Like it looked like a portal. Like it was just weird as hell, man. Just some weird ass shit. It ain't make no sense at all, you know? Let me know if I'm still live, man. This shit says 0. So, other than that, it's a beautiful day in Rochester, New York. It is, I don't know, like 58. I mean, that's beautiful from where we're at. But let me know if I'm still live streaming. Someone in Philly. Why am I getting a YouTube alert right now? Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you. So yeah, man, I just want to go live real quick and just talk about this shit because that was it just didn't make any sense. I watched the launch 2 of them, and I'm like, yo, this shit don't make any kind of sense. You know, they launched this rocket, it barely gets off the ground. And then the camera glitches out at one point. It's like, was anything after that real? I don't know. Just something was weird about the whole thing, man. Just weird as fuck. And then it's like, the shit ain't even go to space. Like, it just does what they always do. And they even said it. We're going to pick up the rockets in the Gulf of Mexico. Like, there's nothing out there, guys. Like, trust me when I say it ain't shit out there. You ain't going to find You'll find maybe an oil tanker here and there, but it ain't absolutely nothing out there. Like 0. Like I done been down in this area, and it's far away from far away. You know, so I don't know. I think it's some type of energy device, some shit. I don't know, but it was weird as hell, and you could clearly see some shit spinning, like you ever seen them cartoons where it'd be like a portal open up in the sky and then it's like a whirlpool? That's exactly what it looked like. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? It was just weird as fuck. I don't know if anybody saw that. Go back and watch that shit, man, and tell me what y'all see, because I know what the fuck I saw. It didn't make no sense, man. I literally felt like they done did some kind of ritual or some shit with that. It was. But anyway, shout out to all you guys who wanted to come live real quick and talk about that. And I'm like, yeah, this don't make no sense. So if there be some wild ass weather, some weird ass shit that happening. It's already been some weirdo ass energy. Just to know that whatever the fuck they did with this rocket, all right, that's some different kind of technology. They just guised it as a rocket launch and yay, clap your fucking hands. They just sent something in the sky and it exploded. And have a nice day. Like the shit makes no sense. You know, where's the fucking FAA or where's the U.S. government? I mean, is it SpaceX some private company and they launch a rocket and it blows up and, you know, end of the story? You know? It's crazy, man. Just crazy. So, yeah, so be prepared. It might be some wild weather happening in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, fucking Tennessee, Kentucky, all that shit in the coming days or week or two. You know, what's good, TVP? So I just thought that was weird as fuck, man. They had to give us the little fisheye lens, boy, you know, maybe that was all it was out to say, hey, look, flat Earth, look at, here goes a quick picture of the fucking of the fisheye lens Earth, and then boom, it blows the fuck up. I'm like, this shit ain't even go to what they call space. Like what? crazy, man. But I'm telling you, man, that shit looked like some kind of fucking time warp, wormhole or portal or some shit. That shit was weird, man. It was super weird. And they were like, looks like the rocket's spinning. Nah, motherfucker, it was already something spinning before the rocket started spinning and shit going out of control. Like, I'm trying to figure out the fuck I just saw with my own eyes. What's good, AV? I'm trying to figure out what the hell did I just see with my own eyes. Well, on the TV, obviously it wasn't my own eyes. But it was really crazy, man. It didn't make sense, you know? And then it exploded. Like, oh, I mean, did it explode? I mean, that's what it was supposed to do. It didn't look like an explosion. It looked like whatever they did, they just did it, you know? And it was in an area where ain't nobody gonna fucking know shit about nothing, because it just is what it is. And it's right in the area where I've been, and there's massive amount of windmills in that area. Mad windmills that go all the way up and go all the way up, you know, through Texas. And I'm like, what the fuck they got all these windmills for? There ain't no power. You know, I peeped that. So I'm like, what the fuck are they powering down here with all these windmills? There's nothing over there. So it doesn't really make sense, man. But if y'all get a chance, go watch it, man. Watching that bitch start to spin, looks like a fucking time warp. It looks like a whirlpool or some shit in the sky. And it's just totally weirded me out, man. I'm like, this shit doesn't even make any sense, man. And that shit has something to do with energy, for sure. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What's up with the wrench symbol next to the blue highlighted name? Oh, that's just moderators. I can't see because I'm on StreamYard, so I can't, everything come out the same, so I don't know. But that's what the blue wrench is. It's just moderators. They could delete people and shit. The Earth is a trapezoid. Yeah, they talk all kind of weird ass shit. Yeah, but it doesn't make, that shit didn't make sense. When I get home tonight, I'm gonna rewatch that shit. I'm gonna rewatch it, a couple videos that I haven't seen in 4K HD fucking, and see if the same shit that I see. But I clearly see some type of fucking shit swirling in the sky. I'm like, wait a minute, this shit is like a whirlpool. It's crazy, man. Yeah, it does look like CGI, but you know, they do have a NASA space station. I mean, a SpaceX rocket station down there. But you know, who knows what we saw? But with all that coverage, well, I'm guaranteed they launched something down there, because I looked at the news and down in them areas, South Padre Island, Port Isabel, McAllen and shit like that, and they had it on the news. So it don't mean it's true, but people were obviously went down there to view the shit, because it probably was, I think it was like the second or the third time they launched some shit down there. So, you know, it was probably like a lot of people, I mean, super far away, but that were lined up watching the shit, you know? Because there's one highway that runs along down there, and it's actually, there's a lot of parks, pull-offs that where you can pull off, go fishing, just chill out, all down that area. You can go Baja and shit. I used to take my Jeep down there and go in little sand hills and shit, and the dirt hills down there. So right there, you can see, you know, you'll be able to see if you're watching it. So, but yeah, it was just fucking weird, man. good old lines of the earth was more of an obligation. Yeah, man. Yeah, the only shape I know is the earth. It's a fucked up shape, and we got to get it in shape so we can find out the shape. So if the earth is out of shape, it'll never be. We can never come to a conclusion of a shape because the earth's so out of shape, and we need to get that shit in shape. That's a pretty odd shape symbol. Now this is a dope ass symbol. I'll teach y'all about that one day. Check Mr. MB333 channel. Lots of weird aircraft spotted lately. Yeah. All right. MB333. Give me 1 second, guys.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
All right, back. Sorry about that, but yeah, I'm back. Ever had fried Pepsi? What the fuck? 2 minutes to put Pepsi in front? Yeah, it is. So yeah, man, it just is just pretty funny. Other than that, I don't know what the fuck going on in the news today. A lot of crazy shit just going on here locally. So a lot of drive-ins last night. A lot of smash, drive your car in the fucking business last night. One of my friends' businesses they ran into it, drove through it like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then they hit about 5 other places. Not the same people either, different people. So no business is safe from a car. So but enlighten me, please. The simple you got. Nah, not right now. I need to move. This shit go deep. I just want to talk about space launch today. That was just SpaceX is like space no X. They tell us right in our face, you know. I'm sorry, but I don't believe in that space shit. You know that, you know, no gravity. You fly up there and you're off into space and you float around and shit. Nah, I don't. Sorry, we ain't got no proof of that. So I'm not with that. You know, I don't believe in fucking aliens and shit. You know, the only way we know about aliens is through a concept from movies. You know, that's the only way we know. Is there other dimensions? Absolutely. You know, is there other entities? Absolutely. You know, but not what they've told us. Totally fucking not. Not even remotely. In my belief system, from what I understand, is even possible. You know, so but yeah, shit makes zero sense. But in the good old space launch, SpaceX rocket did what every rocket does: goes up, magically starts to turn, because that's just what they do. And then, you know, that shit just did some other shit. But one thing that did blow my mind, man, when I went down and watched the motherfucking, because I've seen three shuttle launches in real life, one with a P900, and then I seen a SpaceX launch that fucking blew my motherfucking mind. That shit, you know, I was like, whoa, I don't know what this is. You know, I don't know what the fuck this is. But that was some weird ass shit. You know, when that bitch came back and landed, and I'm sitting there watching that shit with my own eyeballs, I'm like, what kind of fucking Walt Disney World ass trick is this? You know? I don't know how they did that. I think it might have been some I don't know what that shit was. And this was like 3-4 years ago. You know? I don't know what that was. But yeah, I don't get into all that green alien shit. That shit's stupid. You know, that shit's dumb as fuck. Really is stupid as everything possible. You know. Remember, they can make us believe any motherfucking thing. You know. And especially in the day, how long we've had technology, and ain't nobody got anything remotely close to showing any damn thing. With all this technology, them bitches, these motherfuckers should be on FaceTime and the aliens and shit. So you get out of here with that SpaceX sci-fi movie mentality. The only way you even got them thoughts is because they put them in your mind. You know? You know, they put them concepts in your mind. The mind's a motherfucker, man. Your mind is a motherfucker. Shit. My bad. Get the beautiful sunlight. A mindful thing, man. You know? But they can put a concept and you can believe that shit. You know? You'll even recall shit. But I'm just not really on the I'm not really on I've never really been on that. You ain't never hear me talk about no fucking aliens and shit. I look at the shit upstairs, I'm like, bitch ain't fly a rocket to the motherfucker. So, you know, come on, man. They ain't fly a fucking rocket. Look at the moon. You think they flew a rocket to that bitch? Hell no, they ain't fly no fucking rocket to the moon. That shit, I went to the NASA, the Kennedy Space Center. I seen what they said went to the fucking moon. I'm like, look at the, and just, you gotta just know logic when they talk about these temperatures that they have taught us. And then these motherfuckers flew a Tesla in the fuck. I mean, come on, man. We can't be that fucking stupid, man. We give these people too much fucking credit. Yeah, they got some dope ass technology, but They didn't fly no fucking rocket to the moon, let alone the shit that they were talking about that long ago. To fucking go up and fly to outer space and use some second rocket booster thrusters, whatever the fuck it used to get to the motherfucking moon and navigate and land on the motherfucking moon. Man, you gotta be kidding me. They think we fucking stupid. Like, they think we that dumb. And then you got a fucking a cameraman before the motherfucker even gets out of the goddamn shit. You know, and then they running and shit on the moon. They got these moon rover cars and shit, whatever the hell they was showing us. And they plant the fucking U.S. flag in the fucking moon. Like, what the fuck? We gotta be stupid, dude. I thought that shit was dumb when I was a kid. I'm like, this really doesn't add up to me. Because I've always been a moon watcher and a sky watcher. And I used to always look at the moon and be like, man, you mean to tell me they literally landed on that bitch? How could they land on the fucking moon? Like, how can they get to that shit right there? Just never even registered in my mind. Like, that just didn't make sense. And not even that, what didn't make more sense, how the fuck they got back to this bitch. Okay, you use all that technology to get there. How the fuck did you know, and you ain't never been there, how to get back? And they got back on their first attempt? Man, I'm not stupid. Even when I was young, I'm like, how did they do that? I used to ask the teacher, how did they get back? Never got an answer. We know how they got there, but how they got back, that was a mystery. That shit don't make zero. Nobody can ever make that make sense to me. Definitely not what we've been taught. How the fuck did they get back to this bitch? You know? What's good, Frank? I mean, how the fuck did they get back? Shit, dirty. Dirty as hell. Like, how did they get back to this motherfucker, man? That's what people should be like, nah, man. Something ain't right. I knew that when I was a kid. That shit didn't make no sense. And then they land in all that technology. Them bitch land in the ocean. Like, what kind of stupid shit is that? You landed in you just got to the moon, then got off the moon, and all you can give us was the fucking ocean? Man, get your ass out of here. Then you got the space shuttle spy planes, right? That are black on the bottom, white on top. And when them bitches, I watched 3 of them bitches launch. They do the same shit every time. They curve. Bitch, you know they went into the ocean and that motherfucking shuttle started flying. Just flying like a regular fucking airplane, giving us all them old ass aerial footage from way the fuck up real high. That was probably that goddamn space shuttle that they said was a glider when there was over 1,000 videos on YouTube showing them bitches landing with engines. How the fuck is you telling us it's a glider, but it got engines and you could hear it sound like an airplane when it lands? Like, what the fuck? How stupid are we? And then they ground the shuttle with Obama because technology done advanced so far, they can't risk getting caught. So we got to ground the fleet. They ground the space shuttle program because they couldn't risk getting caught. You know? They couldn't risk getting the fucking black bottom airplane that they call the fucking a shuttle. They couldn't risk getting caught no more. You know, just like when they have the launch, they make sure the boating, no boats in the area. It's closed because of the launch. And then they have military scour the whole fucking shoreline back and forth, and then they give the okay to launch the bitch. I've seen it 3 times from my own eyes. Bitch can't tell me nothing what I saw. And then clearly you see the bitch take off and the fucking rocket goes straight in the goddamn, curves over and it goes out of sight. And it goes in the fucking ocean. And they tell you it took off somewhere, flying in outer space and shit. That shit is so fucking stupid. And then you go to the Kennedy Space Center, you look at what they say them motherfuckers doing up there flying and shit. I mean, come on, man. And the space shuttle, when it landed, the bitch got tires. Man, come on now. Where you stick the tires, they just fold up in the airplane and you stick the tires and this bitch got to go through all these different heat temperatures. man, get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. They're the ones told us the perimeters of space and the temperatures and all the harsh ass conditions, but they got fucking aluminum and shit, plastics and aluminum and rubber and shit flying to outer space. Man, get out of here with that shit. So anyways, sorry to go off on a tangent, just stupid fucking people, you know, believe this shit. I used to play with the little toy rockets. So young where I didn't know how to use them. I didn't know what it was. I was a little badass kid. I would steal the little rocket model things and get them home and try to light them with a lighter, and they never would work. You know? Didn't know. We ain't had an internet. We couldn't Google that shit or YouTube it. Like, why these things don't work? Me and my buddy, young as hell, put the whole rocket together, but we can't get it to fire. I'm like, how do these things work? And then we figured it out. You got to use wires, so we got a little train fucking, a little one of them little train controllers, hooked up the copper wires to that bitch. We damn near killed ourselves the first time. Bitch went off in our hand and fucking flying everywhere. Not the rocket, but the little thing you put in the rocket. That bitch flew off. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, wait, you can't light it with fire, but the bitch works with electricity. Okay. Then we figured it out. That shit was fun. We were flying little rockets and shit in the yard. You know? Those letters on the windshield always look like onyx. Oh shit. Letters? What letters? There's letters on the windshield? Those letters on your windshield with the sky. Almost looks like you mean the clouds? Oh. But what's good, Bend Over? Frank the Truth Tank. But yeah, I'm just going off on a tangent on the fucking SpaceX, that weird ass shit. It was weird as hell. I'm gonna go back and watch it tonight. Cause I watched a couple videos and them shits had like a portal and shit. You could clearly see it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? It was just weird, all the cheering and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is all this weird ass shit I'm watching? It was just some weird shit, like some kind of programming and shit. Well, I'm telling you, watch some wild weather come in Texas and shit and all up through that area. Watch. They tested some new shit out, man. So, people believe this shit blows my mind. It truly blows my fucking top. Anyway, shout out to all you. What's good, Jimbo Slice? Just did not look like it could. Yeah, it's like, you know, the flat earth is gonna go crazy with this shit. Like, oh, look, you can see, look, it couldn't go and it just exploded and shit. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck. We don't know what we live on. You know what I'm saying? I know what we don't live on, what they show us. That's one thing that does really, like, blow my mind, is the only way people can debunk flat earth is with what they gave us, which we know these motherfuckers are lying. That shit makes no sense. That makes more no sense to me than you know, any concept. It's how could you prove some shit with some shit they gave you when we know they liars? That shit just blows my mind. It really does. It truthfully blows my fucking mind. Like, how you gonna, you know, I mean, it is some dumb flat earth shit. They got a bunch of dumb flat earth shit. Damn, they doing a sobriety test right there on the fucking road. But how you gonna prove something and call it stupid when the shit you're gonna use is just as beyond even ridiculous, you know? It truthfully blows my mind. But there is some dumb flat earth shit out there that just makes no sense. Like, I be seeing some stupid shit. I'm like, man, these some dumb motherfuckers, man. But it'd be like shit like the moon is a hologram. Like, how the fuck would you mean a hologram? Like, where you can even get that from? Yeah, it could be, but where do you come up with a hologram? You know, I don't know what the fuck the moon is. Or the sun is another thing, like, oh, the sun is, there's a black sun. Like, what? Like, where do you get this shit from? You know, what's the other ones that just the dumbest shit in the world, man? There's a lot of dumb shit they use. You know, another one is, what is it? A water fucking doesn't curve around the ball. And then motherfuckers be like, oh, raindrops are curved. I'm like, fuck, what kind of logical brain you got to say some shit like that? Like a raindrop is curving round, or oh, water curves in a bowl. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, that don't even, like, the shit that people be debunking flat earth shit with is even dumber than, you know, a concept of the fucking flat earth that ain't dumb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit's so stupid. Like I don't. It's just dumb as fuck. But it creates division, man. You know, the thing about these concepts is it's cool, but it creates division to where motherfuckers can't come together because we have a concept of belief. Belief is a concept, guys. So when you believe in something, it's just a belief. But the problem is, belief, you can believe whatever the fuck you want, but people hold that belief dear and true, and that's what it is and nothing else, which creates a narcissistic fucking energy in a human being. All right, remember, this nation was created off of narcissism. And this has all been done, manufactured perfectly, deliberately, you know, for division things. That's why you got Trumpers and non-Trumpers. You got Republicans and Democrats. Because everybody's going to fight because everybody's a fucking narcissist. Because everybody's a narcissist, has narcissistic tendencies where it's believe me or fuck you. There's no reasoning, no coming to conclusions, no like, you know what, you're right. And I'm right. But you know what, there's a real problem, and it's these motherfuckers over here. You know? There's a real problem, and it's these motherfuckers over here. So let's figure out this real problem first, and then we can figure out what shape the earth is, if a Democrat and a Republican is the same shit, if the United States is a corporation, or whatever the fuck you want to figure out later. You know, we'll figure it out later, but we got real problems right now that we got to deal with. That's what should be going on. But now this nation has deliberately and successfully raised a nation of narcissism. All right? In all different forms and fashion. The number one is, you know, it's a concept and a belief, right? And the belief is so strong, it's fuck you, get away from me if you don't believe me. That's narcissism. And then when you don't believe me and you're over there doing your thing, I'm gonna attack you to try to destroy you, to bring you down because I don't believe what you said. And then you came at me with it, so now I want to destroy you. That's what they've created here, man. That's even in relationships. Motherfuckers break up with each other. One wants to fucking destroy the other. Man or woman, don't matter what the fuck. He, she, whatever the fuck kind of gender it is nowadays, that's what happens. It ain't like, all right, we done. I'm over here, you over here. I hope you're happy. Nah, we got to destroy each other. Like, fuck that. I don't want now. I'm doing all that, man. This is what this nation has done. Because the nation's leaders perpetuate narcissism across the entire fucking nation. I mean, they come out, either you're with us or you're against us. Either you're with us or you're a terrorist. You know? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not all Muslims. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not all Asians. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all creating this shit, dumb motherfuckers. Now you got the police, you know, hate the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police like, oh, we'll kill any citizen. Fuck these people, man. You know? I mean, this is what they bred here, you know? So It's crazy, man. This is what we doing here in good old United States. United States of America. I'm trying to think of a word, but couldn't come out right. But this is what we got. That's why it's so fucked up, you know. But yeah, it's dumb as a bitch, man. They only put, well, yeah, they did, and people, and that's another thing is that what they also done is, I mean, they went on a, what do they call that shit? Not a campaign. They went on a thing to get rid of all the old maps. I mean, the old maps clearly show, I mean, there's so much proof out there, it's not even funny. You can go to the National Archives and see the records of the maps. I mean, you know, they've hidden all this shit. I mean, they used to navigate, you know? And then what were we taught? Christopher Columbus, you know, they believed the earth was flat, but he sailed and didn't fall off the edge. Think about what they taught us. I mean, come on, man. They needed us to believe in a concept that was much bigger than us so they could overpower us, and it fucking worked like a charm. People believe in outer space and 100 different Earths and millions of fucking galaxies and stars and other life forms everywhere and shit, because you want you to be so non-relevant and so weak and worthless that you need these motherfuckers to tell you that it's some shit in the fucking sky. Meanwhile, they left out all the old ancient knowledge of the sky, the stars, the moon, the suns, and positioning and poles and all kinds of energy, all right, that we hold inside of our fucking body, you know? They didn't teach us about shit about nothing. So, you know, this is what they've done, man. So it's crazy, man. There's a lot more land on the old man's. Exactly, man. What's good, King Charles? So, you know, it just is what it is, man. And you know, it's we've been lied to in so many ways, man. But it's just crazy that, you know, it's just people can't believe, you know, we know what it is. People can't believe that, you know, oh, you know, it's the, you know, the earth can't be flat. It just sounds so stupid, you know. I don't know how that could sound stupid. You know what I mean? What's so stupid sounding about it? You know, it's like, it's crazy, you know. But if you actually if you actually research stuff about the earth that they give us, it's not much out there. You know, it's just like shit we learned in school. You know, you start trying to go deep and peel back layers, it's not much. You know, it really truthfully isn't much. I mean, if you go to an ocean, it's like, come on now. The earth is big as fuck. But really, when you've traveled and been all through mountains and you see big lakes and ponds, rivers, still water, and you're going up a fucking, you know, 30-degree fucking grade hill, and you look to the side and there's a fucking lake, and that bitch is perfect. You're on a 30-degree angle going up the bitch. That lake is not on the fucking hill. It's off to the side on a level fucking ground in way up fucking 15, 25,000 fucking feet in the air, perfectly leveled to the motherfucking earth, while your ass is going up the goddamn fucking mountain. All right? I mean, I've seen this shit 100,000 fucking times, you know? And when snow melts on the mountains, and this, I'm talking Rocky Mountain, largest mountains in the United States, the shit flows down the mountain to these fucking ponds, and when the ponds get full, it flows over to other rivers and goes down the fucking mountain all the way down till it gets to the bottom to these lakes. All right, these lakes that are perfectly fucking level. Now that would let me know that if we on what they're telling us we're on, ain't no goddamn fucking way in hell water could be doing some shit like that. It's just fucking doesn't even make sense. It's not even human. There's no possible way whatsoever, because I mean, we have enough cognitive functions and understandings and logic and reasoning to where what? For what? Go later. I'm trying to go do that Earl Miami. Could just go to a fucking lake. I go to Lake Ontario. I'm like, damn. Let's just say we had a giant fucking 60-mile radius lake, right? Let's just say we built a fucking lake, and it's a 60-mile radius lake, right? And we can put some hydraulics under the bitch and just tilt it maybe an inch and see what happens. Man, that motherfucker water will go moving to try to find a level spot. The water's not going to stay and let alone go up 45 degree. The water's not going to stay in. If we could just dig a whole portion of the fucking earth up that big and just say, all right, guys, let's just elevate it upwards and see what happens. Man, that water going, come on, man. We can't be that fucking stupid, man. You just can't be that stupid. You know, people are like, whoa. It's because people are just beyond stupid, especially Americans. Americans are dumb as fuck. Because you talk to some people in other countries, they ain't even thinking about it. They like, yo, that's American shit, you know? I talk to the Chinese, they're like, that's American stuff. They said, this is American stuff, you know? So, it's crazy. It's just simple logic, man, you know? Simple logic. You know, and there's a thing called terrain. You know, people are saying, well, how's the earth flat if we got mountains and hills and stuff? I'm just like, man, these fucking people are just beyond stupid. It's called, we got terrain, man. There's terrain. We have terrain here, just like you go to the oceans, bitch. It's motherfucking water on top, and there's terrain that goes underneath the bitch. You know? So that's my take on it, the earth. You know? I know the earth is big as hell. And one thing that I also understand is that when you go up, everything under you shrinks. So I believe that we're closer than they tell us. I believe we're closer than they tell us. Get off in a second. I believe they're closer than they tell us, you know. What's good, Ben? The Mrs. Oprah, what's good, Free? Long time no see. So yeah, that's my take on that. But yeah, man, that SpaceX launch, that was crazy, guys. I thought it was amusing. I thought it was pretty funny. Weird and funny. So, you know. And then, you know, another thing is people don't understand. This is another thing. One of the main things. People don't understand how their eyes work. All right? Our eyes ain't looking at shit. How can I put it? Our eyes don't see shit like a fucking screen. You know? There's a reason why our eyes are curved and round, and you get the effect if you ever went to a canyon. If you ever went to a gorge in a canyon, just look up at the gorge. Watch what your eyes do. Them bitches go cross-eyed, cockeyed. They do all kind of weird shit. They get out of focus because you see in a 369, what do they call it? A 369, what is it, peripheral, some shit, right? And it works like the 9 is the farthest point of your eyeball, like which would be where, you know, the like the pole of your eye, right in the middle where the iris is, right? That's the 9. The 3 is on the left side, and the 6 is on the right side. This is how your eyes work and see. And hold on one second. This is how your eyes work and see. And this is where they got the, you know, a protractor. This is where they got the measurements and calculations from a protractor is your fucking eyeball. A lot of people don't know this shit. I mean, it's a lot. It's just a lot. And there's a reason why they use the eye as a symbol, you know. And there's a reason why they made the earth round is because it symbolizes the eye, you know. That's why they did that. It's an eyeball. Giant fucking eyeball. Right. Elon Musk, famous quote. But you know it's real because it looks so fake. And then they send a Tesla up to space. Everybody should have been done with space when Elon Musk said that shit. When they put a fucking car, a Tesla at that, in outer space. Yeah. People that know cars know that that shit is impossible. I heard something the other day on podcast where it's yeah, well, our eyes got rods in them. Like they have like these rods, and you know, it's actually your eyes are actually like a vibrating so fast, you know, because everything vibrates. Your eyes are vibrating at a speed so fast, and you have these rods and cones in your eyeballs, which reflect. What they do is they're refracting and reflecting light. So it's taking in light and it's bringing it back and it's flipping around all at the same time. The human body is amazing, man. It truly is amazing. You know how you can see the rods and cones in your eyes? Go close your eyes, push your eyeballs in, not too hard. Push your eyeballs in for 5 minutes and watch them motherfucking colors start coming. That shit'll blow your mind. You open your eyes up, you feel like you look into a bright ass light. You know? Just go ahead and close your eyeballs and push your eyeballs hard. Not too hard, go blind, but just put some pressure on your eyeballs. Watch how much light comes into your goddamn eyes. You should start getting super bright. You start seeing blues, greens, and yellows. You know, RGB and a little bit of red. RGB. You know? Which blue and what you call makes blue and yellow make green any fucking way. So them the colors you see when you mash your fucking eyeballs in. You know? So I mean the shit is wild, man. And that's the only thing that gives us light anyway is our fucking eyeballs. You know? From this reality is our eyeballs. Once we close up, when we ain't got no eyeballs, it's over. This reality don't exist no more. What goes on in your mind, your conscious, that's what lights up. So ain't that crazy? We got 2 eyeballs, and technically, if you pay attention, are out of focus. You know, because you have one eye over one side, one eye on the other side. You got a gap in the middle of bridge, which is your nose, and technically it's out of focus. But we're so used to looking like this, it looks in focus. You know how you know this is out of focus? When you put on 3D glasses, you're like, what the fuck? My eyes are all fucked up. Because you start to notice you got one different from the other. You know? But if you actually sit there, and it's an exercise that they use for left brain, right brain, right? And while you're doing that exercise with your eyes, you actually end up seeing the bridge in the middle of your fucking face. And it actually starts to look like you feel like you have on 3D glasses. It's left brain, right brain exercise. And you start to see that, damn, your eyes are out of focus, and one side, you can see one side and the other side. Because believe it or not, if you actually sit there and think about it, like right now I'm thinking about it, I can see like the bridge in my nose, which is separate my eyesight. So when you think about it, you actually separate your goddamn eyesight. It's weird. So, yeah, man, the human body is crazy. That's why we got two halves. We got parallel in our own body and don't even know it. You know? So, what's good, Bamboo? Shout out to Bamboo for getting up with Zach and Cuts and shit. So shout out to Bamboo. And shout out to Zach that's pounding pavement and shit. You know, I like what he doing. Fuck it. Don't, upload the clips. That's all we need. You know what I'm saying? Do what you're doing. Everybody ain't got to see it. If motherfuckers want to see, they just come. You know, everybody complaining. Oh, he's not streaming. Oh, he's not streaming. Well, get your ass out there. He's doing what he's doing. You know? Get your ass out there. I be hating that stupid shit, man. It's some dumb motherfuckers, man. It's some stupid ass fucking people, even in the truth community. Just beyond stupid as fuck. You know, they just learned a couple things, now they hear it. But they just dumb as fuck, man. I'm talking stupid for every fucking reason. The comments be so stupid. Like, you complaining, they complaining and shit about the camera and this and that and that. Get your ass out there then. I get it, some people can't go, but shit, them ain't the motherfuckers that's complaining. I guarantee that. You know? The true ones that wanted to go, that couldn't go, ain't on there complaining. It's just the dumb motherfuckers that's complaining. So shout out to Bamboo Soldier for putting in the work. You know? I wish it was closer, man, but that motherfucker's far, and I do travel far, but that's far, and that shit ain't got enough. California ain't got enough energy for me. Even though my brothers and sisters, we link up, we gonna have the energy, but California is a low vibrational ass place. And even on the screen, we can all see that shit. That's just low vibration in a motherfucking California. The only thing good is Brother Cuts and all the people that's up there in California. That shit is just low vibrational. There's some good people there, obviously, but overall, the energy in California is low as fuck. It's like just a place that I can, it's just the vibes gonna be shot for me. So, but shout out to Bamboo, man. Much love, and if it's September 11th, I'm there, so I'll be there. And September is right around the fucking corner. It's already about to be May. We got June, July, August. That's it. 3 months. It's September again. That's why I tell people, summer ain't here, but you know what you do? You put in your mind, as soon as it starts getting warm, it's the summer. That's what I do, so it's long. Because other than that, you look at it, you're like, damn, it's about to be fucking fall again. Because you look at it, it's April, May, 1 month, June, 1 month, July, 1 month, August, 1 month, then it's back to fall. So it's 4 months, fast, man. And then I flip that around, and then when motherfucking September come, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a little bit warm until at least October. After October, I go, okay, we're in October. Then I go, okay, all we got is November, December, January, February. We got 4 months, and then March starts getting warm again. That's the mind games I play, to get me through it. Because if I thought about I'd be fucking it'll stress me out. Oh man, the winter will be here fast, and it'll be long. I just project my mind forward, and then, enjoy the moment. So. I'm going to go up to this YMCA and try to work out a little bit. Very little. But shout out to all you guys. Shout out to Cuts. He's out there holding it down too. So good to see Cuts, man. It's good to see, hey, him and Zach had a beef. Hey, it's all, look, they out there pounding pavement again. hey, whatever is whatever, and you come back to the table. You know, ain't no hard feelings. This is life. This brother and sister fights. That's it. Spiritual brothers and sister fights. That's all. You know. Shout out to Fake Mike Real News, and you know, him and Zach was beefing, but that beef is about to be squashed. You know, ain't no reason. So, you know, that's how it should be. You know, we're supposed to be supporting each other and holding it down. And, you know, Zach's doing his work. And it's just, that's how it should be, man, because we're going through some fucked up times, man. People are getting dumber by the day. I'm talking the shit, man, the shit I went through today was fucking crazy. But I'm just, the people are just getting dumber by the day. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but today is 420, which is a solar eclipse and new moon in Aries, the first month. Motherfuckers been acting real weird lately, and now you know why. It's just weird energy. Some people are being propelled into some good energy, and some people are being, you know, locked out. You know, we know this is gonna be a point where people are locked out spiritually, where they're gonna be spiritually dead. And you know, once they spiritually dead, that's it. You know, they're shut off. You know, they're cut off from receiving any more of that energy. And you know, they're gonna be the ones that are joining the fucking rainbow to take us out. It just is what it is. You know. So, what's good, Angel? A Pavlos Corndog. What the fuck? That's what's up. But all right, I'm about to go up in here and you know, talk to y'all later. And yeah, shout out to all you guys. Peace and love. And adios.